20 pounds of heroin. $2.4 million cash. A Georgia judge's house treated like a forward operating base. You clicked for a raid breakdown, this is it. We're mapping the intel chain from encrypted comms with a Venezuelan node called Tendagua to the moment a breaching team treats a suburban wall like a cache site. How do you neutralize a high-value target inside the judiciary without tipping off a network that pays 21 officials and shields shipments with court rulings? Stay with me. We'll dissect setup, breach, and payload, step by step. Before we move on, I'd like to ask you a small favor. If you appreciate this content, please take a second to like this video and subscribe to the channel. Over 98% of you watch the videos without subscribing. It costs you nothing, but it makes a huge difference to us. So, did you click the subscribe button? Great! Thank you so much. Now, back to the video. A judge's home mapped like a command node. Drywall marked as a probable cache. The basement tagged as a live intel site. What lifts a quiet address to high-value target? Encrypted chatter that treats the house as safe terrain and the calendar as a weapon. Start with the traffic. Encrypted channels clocking shipment windows.
A year ago, less than 5%. So now they're coming in by land, and even the land is concerned because I told them that's going to be next. You know, the land is going to be next. As Americans, we cannot allow this to continue. But I can't imagine they'd have any problem with it. I think, in fact, while we're here, I think it's a good idea, Pete. You go to Congress, you tell them about it. What are they going to do? Say, gee, we don't want to stop drugs pouring in?
The phrasing isn't casual. It keys on court days and after-hours rulings, open corridors that match case outcomes and detention delays. When those timestamps line up with movement on known routes, the signal sharpens. Now add money. Bank ledgers show monthly transfers that settle just after those rulings, the way a toll booth records each pass. 3 tracks, comms, rulings, and cash, stacked to form a lane. That lane runs straight through a judge's office and ends under a suburban roof. But the target isn't a person, it's a node. The house hosts devices that log, sync, and task. Contacts in the phone describe shipment windows and delay tactics. References to guarantees echo the exact language in the ledgers. You're looking at command and control built from trust, silence, and legal power. That is why the drywall matters. Walls hide caches. Rooms host encrypted devices. The basement doubles as a staging point where the network believes it can take a breath. The clock adds pressure. Serve a warrant on a sitting judge and you alert a machine. Calls get made. Files burn. Cash moves. So the plan cuts delay at every hinge. Papers signed. Discrete route selected. A hard start before dawn. No chance to clean, shred, or torch. Pre-dawn prep looks plain on the surface. Unmarked vehicles stack 2 blocks out. Teams kit up in dark clothing, low profile. Overhead, small drones drift a tight perimeter, feeding back motion and heat signatures from yards and alleys. A sensor net watches for quick burn markers, short spikes that hint at a lighter, a stove, a shredder motor waking up. Lights stay off. Radios stay disciplined. Movement is slow, deliberate, and quiet.
It is time to liberate our communities from this scourge of drug addiction. Our sea drugs, as they call them, they use the term sea drugs, the drugs coming in by sea, are like 5% of what they were.
Deconfliction is the shield. FBI holds the case thread, ICE Homeland Security Investigations tracks the trafficking flows. Each team watches different parts of the map, but everyone reads from the same clock. Synchronized watches, clean channels, and compartmented tasking prevent leaks through compromised nodes. You don't brief the broader circuit, you feed only what each element needs, just long enough to act. The approach uses layers. Outer cordon clamps the block, quiet containment, no sirens, eyes on entries and on any handoff cars. Inner element handles the door and the first rooms, rapid control, voice commands, compliance secured. Alongside them, a digital forensics cell stands ready to freeze devices live, because the moment the power drops, encryption locks. That cell wants screens on, sessions open, and hands away from keyboards. Breach logic splits in two. If a door gives you speed and silence, you take it. If an anomaly scan flags a wall, a density shift, a strange void, a fresh seam, you go deliberate. Treat the wall like a container, not a barrier. Cut where the readings say the cavity lives.
And we may go to the Senate, we may go to the Congress and tell them about it. I don't see any loss in going, no reason not to. They'll always complain, oh, we should have gone. So we're going to definitely, I'd like to just tell you, let's go.
Keep noise down, manage dust, and maintain line of fire discipline in tight spaces. Operational security sits on top of every move. RF discipline reduces the digital footprint. Phones go straight into Faraday bags. Laptops power stabilized and air gapped by the forensics cell. Water mist kits hang ready to kill any flash burn try. HVAC gets shut to stop scent and smoke from carrying signals or destroying residue. Plumbing valves close fast to deny a flush. You lock the house like a vault, then you open it, one controlled slice at a time. The payoff is blunt and heavy. Behind a false wall, 20 pounds of heroin. In a locked compartment, $2.4 million. Weapons isolated from hands. On the devices, comms that mention Tendagua and guarantees that mirror ledger lines. The language matches the money. The money matches the calendar. The calendar matches the corridor. With the judge neutralized as a node, the map lights up. Side chats ping. Backup couriers stir. That's the tell of a network that just lost a shield. The mission shifts. It's no longer one address. It's a corridor takedown, link by link, before the routes rewire and the cache finds a new lane. Systems move the drugs. Systems also break when trusted nodes turn into a shield for contraband. That's the hard cost, not weight, not cash, but faith burned down and streets left to absorb the fallout. You saw how safeguards matter: fast device triage, leak-proof deconfliction, and clean money tracing that closes lanes before they form. If you track tactics that expose corruption at scale, subscribe and weigh in. What safeguard would you add to this raid playbook? Comment your choice below. The breach ended one node. The corridor reacts, reroutes, and tests the flanks. Stay sharp. The next link is already looking for cover and a new gatekeeper.